Welcome back to another edition of Bumper to Bumper. Obviously, we're not in bumper to bumper traffic because everyone is self-quarantining, including Chris and I. And we're just bringing these, we're calling them emergency podcasts because they are deviating from a regular form of interviewing people about their careers. We just kind of want to find out what's going on with all of you all. And we want to say that this podcast, we're probably going to be doing them daily, if not every other day. And if you would like to participate and call in and allow us to call you, if you have Facebook Messenger, we will be able to call you through our computers. Just send us a DM. You can either DM Chris or DM me, and it doesn't matter where you are in the world, and give us, some of your unique perspectives. I gotta say, my brain is frazzled. It's going a million miles an hour, and doing things like these podcasts are definitely helping pass the time, and also just, expressing creativity. And that's what we're all about here, expressing yourself. So we're going to call Chris right now, get him into the podcast, and we're going to start calling our guests. Here he comes. Coming right into the pod.
Hello, hi.
Hello. Hi, Chris. How are you?
Oh, good. Just driving down the PCH.
We don't need to lie. We don't need to lie anymore.
At a truck stop.
You're not stopping anywhere. You're at home in your little tiny place, stinking it up. I smell real bad right now. I haven't showered in 2 weeks.
Rick,
I stink.
What are you talking about, dude? This is the time you're supposed to shower, you idiot. You're supposed
to. I want that bad bacteria so it can fight off the any kind of foreign imposters coming in here.
Well, I just put my fingers in my mouth because I had a hair, but you don't have to worry, good people, because I have been washing my body multiple times a day. My mom got me a gift for Christmas. She got in the stocking stuffers like a box of Dial soap. Who gets, first of all, for Christmas, a box of Dial soap? I love her.
Is that all you got?
In the stocking stuffers. Yeah, she got me a nice sweater and everything else for Christmas, but the soap, it was like she's Nosferatu. No, not Nosferatu. Who's the person?
Nosferatu?
Who's the one that proclaims everything? The weird conspiracy theory guy. Everyone's like, oh, well, if you...
Alex Jones?
No.
Listen, they're coming for us. They're coming for our babies. They're going to put them up in a blender. We're going to drink a baby smoothie. He got arrested for a DWI conveniently right before this shit hit the fan. He'd be having a field day right now. Listen, I know what's going on. I know all the plans. I got the paperwork. I've been to the bunkers.
That's
my Alex Jones voice.
That's a good Alex Jones voice.
I'm making a nice chocolate cake. I'm going to put this cake in the oven. We're going to bake it for 350 degrees. It's going to be delicious. Going to feed my family. I got enough cake to last us for 2 years.
He sounds like a professional wrestler to me, Alex Jones.
Yeah, here we go. Coming to you live, WWF.
Yeah. But did you hear that? That's the fun one, is that
what?
Vince McMahon is like, I'm not canceling WrestleMania.
It's gonna be one fucking guy. I'm gonna wrestle myself here in the ring. Hey, I like stocking stuffer soap. My aunt, God bless her, I remember when I was younger, she would get me like Axe body spray gel, like, for the shower, not body spray, but Axe gel shampoo. I never used that shit because I'm very particular. And so did you use the soap your mom gave you?
Dude, I have been using the bars religiously. First of all, Dial soap, very good disinfectant, if you need it. And what I'll tell you is that I was so happy that I fucking had it. I mean, dude, she is the matriarch of my family. She just has the sight. She has the vision.
Love your mom. Love your mom.
Love her. Love the moms out there. Keep them all safe.
All the moms.
Don't
keep them all safe.
Go out, you idiots. Stay in. If you're going out,
stay inside. I actually just saw a thing on the CDC, the Center for Disease Control. They recommended to all people that are self-quarantined. They say to protect yourself, eat a bar of soap every day.
No,
a whole
they
bar.
didn't.
It might taste a little.
They didn't say that.
Yeah, they did. You eat a bar of soap, and then it washes the insides.
Guess what, Rick? That's the dumbest fucking thing you've ever said in your entire life. Whoever said this show is too serious. Whoever said that yesterday, I know who you are, you motherfucker.
It's David Altabelli. He made a comment. He was like, it was a little grape. Look, we got Hattie Gandor on from Paris, and Hattie is kind of a doom and gloom kind of guy. I love Hattie, but you know what? We're not trying to. We want people's genuine perspectives.
Yes.
You and I will be silly, we'll be stupid, we'll be dumb. And speaking of unique perspectives, we're going to get our first guest on the line because we're trying to keep these things at 30 minutes.
Yeah, let's do it.
And we've got 5 guests coming on, 5 minutes each. We're going to call a guy. I'd never met him before. His name is Immanuel Martin, and he's in Tokyo right now. Okay. So we're going to hopefully get him on the line. He's going to tell us what's going on in Tokyo, and we're going to just let him talk, and we'll see what's going to happen here.
All right.
Getting Immanuel on. Just stand by, please, Chris, and the audience.
I'm standing by.
Here we go.
Okay.
Hello? Hey, Immanuel.
How's it going?
Good, man.
Hey,
we're going to keep this audio-based right now, but
right.
yeah, we're going to keep these things about 5 minutes. We've got a few guests coming in, so let us know where you're at and what are you going through right now, and what's it like over there for you?
So I'm in Tokyo, Japan, and it's kind of a trip because I'm from the Bay Area, but I've lived here for a few years. I was back home last month, and I just kind of missed the height of the coronavirus situation here while I was in the Bay Area. And so when I came back here about 2 weeks ago, things seemed to be sort of, kind of back to normal. At least that's what it seems.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been weird leaving Northern California. When I left, everything was normal. Now, of course, looking at the news and everything, it's not normal at all.
No.
And
not at all.
But I'm sort of in this weird kind of bubble of normalcy here in Tokyo, which doesn't seem like it would be the case, but that's kind of where it is.
So things are not. Are you guys self-quarantine? Everyone in LA, we're all locked down. Everyone's staying inside. I know San Francisco has an official order until the first week of April to stay inside. So are they doing that in Tokyo, or are people just going about their days? Like,
no, they're not. So I guess about probably a month ago was the height of the coronavirus scare here in Tokyo.
Okay.
And they did a pretty good job of shutting down events. Schools were shut down.
Right.
Most people were working remotely.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as I know, nobody was quarantined at home or shelter in place, that kind of thing. Nobody did that.
And have you been following cases in Japan? Are they subsiding? Because I know China seems like they're getting a handle on things right now while we're ramping up on our side.
Yeah, I have. All we can do is go by official numbers, and the thing there. Anyway, according to official numbers, things are keeping kind of steady. It doesn't look like it's increasing at any kind of exponential rate. So that is on the surface reassuring. However, they don't test very much over here in Japan.
Interesting.
And I think there's a lot of dynamics in regards to that. One is, tests are in limited supply. The other is the Olympics.
Interesting.
So
they might not want
there's a kind of big dynamic for the Olympics to go on as normal.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably not to their, not in their interest to test everybody and show a big spike in people who have the show are positive.
Right. Do you? Where in the Bay Area were you? Were you in San Francisco?
I was in the city, and I was staying over in the East Bay, kind of Berkeley, El Cerrito area.
Okay. Do you have family there now? Are they or friends?
Oh yeah.
Are they?
Yeah. I have my sister and her brother-in-law run a cafe in the city, and I feel bad for all the small businesses, man, because it's hard enough to run a business under normal circumstances, but with this,
the food industry is getting absolutely decimated right now. My heart goes out to everyone in the service industry
same
because
here.
So I feel for everybody in California. It's just it's just weird being away from there. I wish there was something I could do.
Sure.
But
when you came back to Tokyo, did you notice any increase in security measures as you were exiting the country and going into Japan, or was it just kind of the business as usual?
No, definitely there was an increased amount of staff at the health quarantine area going through immigration customs. So for sure there was, but it wasn't anything draconian.
Right.
Like when I was on my way to the U.S. from Japan about a month and a half ago, I went through Hawaii, and there, they really, really were checking everybody. I mean, that was it. At least that's what it appeared.
Right.
That they were just doing a lot more due diligence here. I mean, already though, the thing though is, I'm probably not the best reference because Japan already went through the worst of it while I wasn't here, and they already have shut down the borders, or like flights from Korea, from China.
That's really interesting that you left right as the height, and then you left Northern California as things started ramping up. You're like caught in this weird bubble.
Yeah, it's given me a kind of a skewered, I guess, outlook. In a way.
Right.
But things aren't normal, that's for sure. And I just worry because I worry there's a false sense of security.
Sure.
In Tokyo.
Go ahead.
In Tokyo, a false sense of security.
In Japan.
Right.
Yeah. Worry about that.
Well, hey man, we appreciate you having the time for us. We wanted to get your perspective over there, and It's very enlightening. It's a stark contrast to what's going on here in the States right now. A lot of fear, a lot of people freaking out, but we got to remain vigilant and keep optimistic about it that we'll get through this. So I appreciate it, Emmanuel.
Thanks, Manuel.
Yeah, no problem. You guys take care.
Thank you, man.
Man. Take care.
All right. Take care.
Be safe. Bye-bye.
Oh, that was
right, Chris.
That's interesting.
That was interesting. Get your guest on. Let's keep this train moving. That was interesting. The fact that he's kind of in the bubbles, And hey, because our guest can't hear the other interviewer, it's probably just best. It's probably best that when you're doing your interviews that I'm just silent and vice versa. That way we're not.
All right, we're calling Natalie.
Audio-wise.
We're calling Natalie Love right now. See if she picks up. If not, we're going to my next guest, John.
Okay.
Because Natalie, she said she wanted to be on the show today, but guess what? She sometimes doesn't keep to her word. But if that's the case,
okay.
It's okay. In this trying times,
we're going to be doing. This is probably going to be on the daily for at least a little bit, or at least every other day, or whenever we want.
Yeah,
Who cares?
Let's just
no
do
rules.
it. There's no rules right now.
There's no rules in this life.
I'm going to call John. We're going to get a song from John Caligiuri.
All right, we're going to get a song. Maybe we'll get Natalie on later.
Maybe we'll get her on later.
Yeah.
Here we go now. Calling John.
Tuning in. Calling John. Get him on.
John and I used to be in a band together. He is an editor on TV shows. And we're ringing him up right now.
And if he doesn't, I've got two guests ready to go. We want to get your perspectives.
We want the perspectives.
Want to get your opinions. Maybe if he can't get on, you can ping him while I can get our next guest on.
Exactly. I'm going to ping him. You get someone on right now because he ain't picking up.
Okay, I'm going to get Paige on. Paige Blankenship. She works for the city. I think we'll find out what she does and what her perspective is right now.
Bumper to bumper.
Giving her a little ring. Bumper to bumper. Coming to you live.
Hello.
Paige, how you doing? You're on the podcast.
I'm doing my best.
You're not going to be able to hear Chris Candy. You're just going to be hearing me right now. We got about 5 minutes with you, but we want to tell us like your unique perspective, what you do, and what you're seeing in your reality right now.
You got it. Well, right now I'm in the legal world. I work at an entertainment law firm in Beverly Hills.
Okay.
So, this is directly affecting a majority of our clients as we represent everything from actual companies like the Comedy Store to small businesses. We work with companies like Fox and Lionsgate, as well as talent like clients and of producers, comedians, things like that. So the phone has been ringing off the hook. I'm not working from home. I'm still coming in. Don't worry. I'm washing my hands and my phone and keeping my distance from everybody, but it's still well and alive. And right now, our main concern and my unique perspective is in regards to, and sorry to make it dry, but it is very interesting stuff from our perspective.
No, this is interesting. Yeah.
Sure.
What is going on with businesses like nightclubs and venues like comedy stores and movie theaters having to shut down, it means mass layoffs and people being temporarily dismissed from work, which can hold the company itself liable under the California WARN Act. So what we've been working on this week is on Monday, our firm sent a letter to the governor of California, Governor Newsom, asking for an opinion because we were looking at the Cal WARN Act, and under Labor Code section, I think it's like 1401C, it doesn't really qualify anything for us. It doesn't really define what businesses should be doing right now. And if no one said anything and somebody figured it out, then the wrong person figured it out, that didn't have businesses in mind. A few potential class action lawsuits could have existed very, very soon after the fact. So today, actually this morning, the governor got back to us and he issued an executive order. So he basically waived all of the requirements under the California WARN Act during this ongoing state of emergency in regards to the COVID-19 pandemic. And it's just a great example of how, a lot of things are, a lot of people are coming together and thinking about the greater good as opposed to their own interests at this time. And I know that some of this might sound like gibberish, and I'm trying to summarize it because we have a short period of time.
What is the WARN Act?
Yeah, what
exactly?
is that?
So the California WARN Act it stands for, let me actually pull it up here because I don't want to say it wrong. It stands for California's Workers Adjustment and Retraining Notification Act. So it's basically what businesses use to figure out labor laws, and it has it's supposed to have every hypothetical situation, and should XYZ happen, go to section blah 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 to figure out what you're supposed to do in that situation. But there isn't anything in there that really sets us up for a pandemic. And by us, I'm speaking from the business, the employer perspective, not the employee. Right. Like what it was saying is that you have to give 60 days advance notice to your employees, or you're required to pay them for each day that you didn't give them notice. But we didn't even find out about the pandemic and having to work from home until 10 days before. So there was absolutely no way to give 60 days written notice. And the only exception we could find was termed physical calamity. And we were just wondering, Governor, does coronavirus constitute a physical calamity? What does physical calamity even mean? And he's like, y'all? It is insanity right now. Just ignore the Cal WARN Act, just waiving everything.
Okay, good.
Don't even worry about that. Just everybody go home.
Yeah, that safety seems like the most important thing, and quarantining is part of that. Have you stocked up on...
As of today, it looks like nobody is safe. It looks like people of all ages are dying from this right now. And not to go dark on it, but it seems like the death toll is only going to go up before it goes down.
What are you doing to... What are you doing to combat the vibes in the air, the negativity that's being, rightly so, why it's out there, but are you doing anything for yourself to
Yeah, I called and booked an appointment with a therapist this morning.
Nice.
Good. Take care of that mind.
Chris says take care of that mind.
Yes, you have to, because the healthiest thing that you can have right now is a positive attitude. And as much as I'm aware of that, I'm not adopting that. So I want to practice what I'm preaching. I'm like, I need some assistance.
I agree.
In doing that. Yeah. And if we're going to have more time on our hands, why not, throw a little cash at a therapist and see what they can do.
I think self-care it's important right now, for everybody.
It's causing a lot of stress for a lot of people, and I think it's coming out in really weird ways. The ways that, we didn't expect this, so we didn't expect the ways that the stress was going to leak out of our pores. And I think that sometimes, as much as we want to hold up our britches and think we can handle it, sometimes you need a little extra assistance.
Yeah. Well,
I know a lot of people are doing yoga. I like to hula hoop when I'm at home, but
hell yeah,
sometimes I need a little extra TLC and I need someone to talk to.
Yeah. Well, thank you for talking to us. This means a lot. We got your perspective. It's very interesting what's going on here.
Yeah, thank you.
Especially from a
For
legal
sure.
point of view.
And I'm appreciative that you guys had me, and thanks for putting out so much awesome Corona content.
Yeah, thanks. Nonstop.
Never gonna stop.
All right, Paige. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Paige.
Yes, sir. I'm back to work. You
Be
guys
safe.
Take
stay
care.
safe, stay healthy.
Stay healthy.
And, I'll catch you on the flip side.
All right, thanks so
All
much.
right.
Bye.
Bye.
So far, Rick,
Chris.
all of your guests have been really good, and mine have just not showed up. But I got John Caligiuri. He's going to add a little lightness to the show.
Bring him
today.
in right now.
Calling
we
him
want
up.
to keep this short and sweet. Call him up. Get him in here
Calling
right
him
now.
up, all right?
You know what? Call him up.
Hold
Call
on,
him up
call
already.
him up.
What's going on here?
He's calling him.
Did you
We're
call him up yet?
Yeah.
Get him on. Where is he?
We're calling him up.
Where is he doing? What was he doing? Everyone's home.
Hello.
What is he doing?
Hey, Beard, you there?
I am here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is John Caligiuri. John is a dear friend of mine. Now, John, you're not going to be able to hear Rick on the podcast, but you'll be able to hear me.
Okay.
So John, what's going on? John and I were in a band together for a long time called the Figurines, and John is an editor and producer for television. But you're working from home, John, isn't that right?
I am. I got my rig at home, and I'm just keeping it real right now.
You now, John, how's everything been for you? I know you're a family guy.
It's a trip. It's crazy.
It's crazy. Any hot takes you've been having as the days have been going on?
I mean, I just keep wanting to tell people stuff like, "Hey, man, we should really get together sometime." You know, it's like when you're talking to someone on the phone, and you're just like, "Oh, we should totally like link up and just go do something." You know, and it's just sort of an afterthought. But now it's like you can't even say that because it's not even true, and you can't even fake it because no one believes you because you can't do it.
Yeah, you can't do it right now, but you and how's the family doing? Everyone's doing good.
Everyone's cool. I mean, it's like like they're having a party. You know, for them it's great because it's like they don't have to do anything, and I'm in the closet or in the garage, you know, putting shows together until there's no more shows to put together.
Can you mention what show you're working on, or do you just want to keep it anonymous?
I'll keep it. Actually, you know what? It's currently I'm on the Challenge, which is on MTV.
MTV's The Challenge.
Yeah, and it will premiere April 1st.
April 1st, The Challenge.
MTV.
John's fingers have touched the edit bay. Now, John, we want to get to a song real quick. What song are you going to play for the Bumper to Bumper audience to get them to chill out and relax?
You know, I've been working on a punk rock album, and this is one of the selections from that, I would say. It's a song called The Ditch.
All right, let's hear it.
I don't know how it's going to be acoustic, so it's not going to be as punk rock as I would like. But
all right, ladies and gentlemen, John Caligiuri and The Ditch.
Bada boom.
Fell asleep and had a lame dream. Got addicted to the same thing. It was an unimportant non-event. I thought the real world was Wayne's World again, and tonight it's alright. It's alright. The sons of bitches just won't quit, and tonight it's alright. It's alright. I dig a ditch and I'll get down in it tonight. It's alright. It's alright. The sons of bitches just don't get it tonight. It's alright. It's alright. I'll dig a ditch and I'll get down in it tonight. Did it all when I was 17. Then got addicted to a laser beam. And now I can't remember anything. I took the wrong way to Subway on Saturday night. It's alright. It's alright. The sons of bitches just won't quit it tonight. It's alright. It's alright. I'll dig a ditch and I'll get down in it tonight. It's alright. It's alright. Some sons of bitches just don't get it tonight. It's alright. alright. I'll dig a ditch and I'll get down in it tonight. This is where I normally would be playing a solo, and I'm not.
All
But
right.
if I did, it would be fucking awesome. Rad. But I got one guitar right now.
That's amazing.
Window shopping at the army store. I always
Still
wondered
going.
if I'd go to war. Never thought it'd be a trench war. I'm the man they named no man's land for it tonight. It's alright. It's alright. The sons of bitches just won't quit it tonight. It's alright. It's alright. I'll do the ditch and I'll get down in it tonight. It's alright. It's alright. The sons of bitches just don't get it tonight. It's alright. It's alright. I'll dig a ditch and I'll get down in it tonight.
All right, John.
All right, baby.
Yo, that's the very first time that song's been performed live. It's a world premiere.
All right, we dropped it here on
Thank
Bumper
you.
to Bumper. John, man,
Thank you, buddy.
stay safe, man. You can get John's music. You got a SoundCloud, John?
Plug it.
I do. It's Lixard52 is the name of the sound.
Lixard52 on SoundCloud if you need
Boom.
some jams. We're going to get going on with the show here, John. I'll call you later. We'll do a proper catch-up, man. I miss you. Be safe out there.
Love it. Keep it
Thanks,
real.
John.
You guys have a good time.
All right.
You too.
All right,
All
John
right,
Caligiuri, ladies and gentlemen, the Sleared himself.
Nice. You're going to do a ketchup. Why don't you do a mustard with him? My stepmom just messaged me and she says, I have a small idea for content for your podcast. If you have wintergreen lifesavers and stand in the dark when you bite them, they throw a green spark. That's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. Standing in the dark.
God.
Yeah, so we're at that level. Thank you, Chris. We're going to get another John in, John Weselcouch.
This will probably be our
who's
last
been on the
guest
podcast.
because I'm not going to try.
This is the last guest. No, this is the
is
last
it.
fucking guest, dude.
This is the
it.
last.
This is the last one. We're not doing
last
anymore.
guest.
We're going to get John's unique perspective.
Yeah,
What's
I know
going
what
on
John's
with him and
unique
his...
perspective. John
He's
never.
not running anymore. John?
John.
Hello?
John?
Yes, can you hear me?
Hello, yes. You've got 5 minutes to tell us about what's going on in your life post-corona.
Post-corona? Well, I don't know if it's post yet. We're smack dab in the middle of it.
Smack dab in the middle of corona time.
It's very strange, as you know. Yeah, I just kind of hang around doing housework and waiting to return to normal, which might never happen.
Yeah. What's
up with you, dude?
It'll be a new normal. Like, it's not going to be the old normal. So it's
Yeah,
going to
It's
be
going
a
to be the new normal.
new normal.
Yeah.
What's up with me? Well, we're talking to you. We're getting you on the pod.
This is
We
great
want to know.
content.
We want to know what it's like. The fact
Ask him a
that you
hard-hitting
can.
question, Rick. Ask him a hard-hitting.
Okay, here's a hard. Chris wants me to ask you a hard-hitting question. Here's a hard-hitting question for you, John. Who is going to
Yes.
get more miles at the end of the year now?
my
You or
God.
Chris?
Oh, me.
What? You?
Definitely me. Yeah, I don't know if you've checked in on the mileage meter.
I don't
but
check in on that.
I'm pretty advanced.
I'm checking in on infection2020.com,
Yeah,
not
guess,
the mileage
you know
meter.
what? You could tell John that I've been going every day, and it just
Hold on,
hasn't
I'm
Chris
come
just
is-
getting out there. Yesterday I did 10 miles,
Okay.
10? No, I'm not.
and I was surprised to see a lot of people around the reservoir.
It looks
Really?
like
Silver Lake
yeah,
over
there's a
there.
lot of people running now.
Yeah, it was kind of weird because I'm thinking that I'm taking a chance, but
Yeah.
I'm also running and I'm maintaining my social distancing.
Yes, good.
But
good.
I'm looking at these people. People are at the Silver Lake Meadow in groups throwing frisbee.
What?
Huh.
And part of me is like, maybe our neck of the woods, maybe we're so
Stupid.
woke that
Woke?
we're using our hand sanitizer all the time.
Yeah, that's going to
Yeah,
stop it.
right. Yeah, right.
And
buddy.
it's going to stop it, or like nobody's sick in our neck of the woods.
Yet.
But at the other time, I'm scared someone's going to cough as
Yeah.
I'm running past them,
Yeah.
Right.
and I'm taking a deep breath on my run.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to feel really. I'm still running. I'm still going outdoors.
Being a new
The social
father,
distancing is my best weapon.
are you worried at all about
What's
your
that?
about Winnie, your baby? Are you guys taking extra precautions with her, or are you allowing people to come over, or are you just locked down now?
Yeah, what's the skinny?
We would probably allow the right type of person to come over, you know?
What's the right type of person?
What's the right type of person?
Yeah,
someone who's clean, who's extra clean.
How do you know, though? How do you know if someone's clean?
I don't know. Dagan was just over here. You know, my good friend Dagan just came over.
But he could be a dirty boy on the inside of his blood.
Oh, yeah.
He's been on planes in the last 5 days.
And
why would you bring him over?
What?
So he didn't come inside.
Okay.
We stood in the front yard, 6 feet away from each other.
Good.
And we had a good half-hour convo.
Okay, good.
Good. I like that.
Okay.
But, you know, he himself was like, yeah, I don't know if I have it yet.
Oh.
It'll be, 10 days before I know if I've been infected.
And that's what worries about
the social distance.
That's what gets me worried about these people at Silver Lake Meadow fucking playing hacky sack is like they're like, I don't have anything.
Yeah, and you might. Those people got to go inside.
Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes I feel like maybe this is just a mental enigma, but sometimes I feel shortness of breath.
Oh
God.
Like maybe I have it, and it just hasn't.
Okay.
Fully exploded inside me yet.
I think that there is a psychosomatic thing. A lot of us are going through because we're all scared. John and Chris, this is a safe one, but you had a little bit of a theory about the AI theory. You want to share that?
Well, we hear about singularity, kind of coming or being here, where like robots are trying to put us in our place already. Singularity is when robots' intelligence exceeds that of humans. And when it gets to that point, it's just going to be exponential intelligence, and they're going to be able to control us. And whether or not they want to rid Earth of us or take care of us, we won't know until that comes. And part of me was like, we have our hands. So we're already turning into this like matrix society, and now that
wow, he's breaking up. This is weird. John, you were breaking up just now.
Am I breaking up?
I think the AI knows what you're talking about.
Oh my God.
Okay, well,
let's leave it there.
Let me see if I
Hold
can
on,
continue.
wait, Chris. He's going to complete his thought. Go ahead, John.
But now we're all confined to our little boxes.
Yeah.
So we're connected to this internet, this interweb from our little boxes. Everyone's working from home. This is the way the machines are getting us to the matrix society.
So we're ascending into the computer.
Yeah. And I don't know. They say that it came from bats. They say, it's 100% came from bats in China.
Yeah. That
pooped into the marketplace in China.
Very specific.
In Wuhan.
Yes.
But there is this rumor that there is, the proteins. There are high levels of proteins in this virus, in viruses, in coronaviruses.
Right.
Like it would have to be a man-made thing or a machine-made thing.
Like Johnny Five. Johnny Five.
I don't know.
You guys remember Johnny Five? Short Circuit. Johnny Five comes alive.
I don't get the reference. I don't remember.
Okay, go watch it. Well, you've got a lot of time now, so you can go watch Short Circuit.
Go watch Johnny Five. Go watch Short Circuit.
Okay, I'll go watch it.
I love how Rick is slowly
all I know is
turning
that
this
they rebuilt that woman's house in one night.
What?
They what?
That's what I remember. Short Circuit. They rebuilt, or I'm sorry, that's Batteries Not Included.
Yeah, Batteries Not Included.
Different robot movie.
No, I never saw it. Different robot movie.
That was a good one. Different robots, very nice, sweet robots.
Well, I like Terminator 2 myself, but
okay.
We're gonna wrap this up. Well, I think Chris and I are gonna do this on the daily, or at least every other day. So we'll get you back on.
All right. Good
man.
luck to you guys.
Thanks,
Stay
buddy.
safe.
You too.
Stay healthy.
Bye, John.
And Chris,
better
start running some more miles, dude.
I just ran a fucking marathon, dude. I ran the last marathon.
Guys.
Later.
Of course.
All right.
That guy loves talking shit, and he loves conspiracy
you guys
theories.
You're little competitive runner boys. I think all theories are interesting. This is a nice little discourse. I want to keep this a fun platform people to share their unique perspectives, and whatever those are, you know?
Well, we've come to the end of our show.
Oh, Richie's calling me. But anyway, Chris, are you there?
I'm here.
All right. I think we should wrap this one up.
Let's wrap it up. We want to thank all the people who called in today to Bumper. We're going to be doing the show as often as we can. We got Cole Walliser up on the Monday episode. I don't know when we're going to go back to the normal episodes. They will
It's probably going to be a while. They'll probably be like this for a bit. It'll eventually return, but yeah, for now it's going to be... we're going to try to just make fun content so you can put it on and go on a nice little walk and listen to my dumbass voice and Chris's dumbass voice.
Yeah, well, thanks for listening to Bumper to Bumper. The YouTubes will be a day behind if you want to watch them, but the podcast will be fresh out of the oven.
I don't know what people are going to watch. You're just looking at our fucking faces behind a fake background.
It's funny.
All right. Cool,
All right.
Chris. Thanks so much.
Take care, everyone. This is Bumper to Bumper. Take care. Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye-bye.